Let's dive a little further into NinjaTrader's charting tools and talk about some of the different types of charts that you can pull up. I'll go to File, New, and Chart, choose the S&P, and here, instead of choosing a type of minute, I'm going to choose one of these special ones down here. There's Range, Volume, Tick, and then down here we have KG, Rinko, Point and Figure, and Line Break. We're going to go over all of these. Let's start with Tick. Tick is like your minute chart, but instead of being broken down by a time interval, it's being broken down by a certain amount of ticks. So every bar in this case is going to have 150 ticks. I'm only going to load 3 days because tick data I only have for 3 days anyway. With the tick data loaded, you can see my tick bars all with 150 ticks each, and they're changing slowly over time. Now without it zoomed out, it's kind of hard to tell, so I'm going to zoom out quite a bit by dragging here at the bottom of the chart, and you can see what I have. What we can also do is do a volume one, which is much like the tick one, but instead of doing ticks, it's going to do 1,000 contracts traded. I'll click OK there, and it's going to load tick just like this last one, and you can see that a new bar only forms after, hold on, let me add an indicator here so you can see better. A new bar only forms after 1,000 contracts have been traded. So my volume down here is always going to be 1,000. It's just whether it ended up open or ended up or down from the previous closed bar. Moving on from there, we have the range bars. Range bars are just going to form a new bar after this bar breaks out of a range, either 4 ticks up or 4 ticks down. And so there's oftentimes a gap in between them. And sometimes in a choppy market, which is what this aims to get rid of, it won't change for a long time, so you see these huge volume spikes. So basically what this wants to get rid of is when a market is moving just in a little small range and isn't actually going anywhere. So you can see how this is a bit smoother and shows more of an uptrend than our previous two charts. Let's look at another one, KG, and this one's supposed to show trending. And what we have here is that whenever this one breaks down or doesn't make a new high on its next move, and it comes down and breaks one of these, it's going to do a negative line, and vice versa. So what you see here is we have these negative moves with a little bit of up moves, but overall it kind of looks like a smoother chart. And when you put indicators on here, you can really tell. And I'm going to actually do a 5-minute on that same chart so you can get a better idea. But basically it has to reverse twice before it'll actually make a move down. But if it isn't making a new high on each thing or a new low on each thing, it's going to show a reversal. From KG, we're going to go to Rinko, and Rinko is just going to show these brick type bars. And the aim of Rinko is to show a really trending chart. It kind of goes on these runs for a while, and you get a good idea of the direction of the market. Some of these chart types that I'm showing you are more an indicator than an actual chart type that you should trade on. And Rinko, I feel, is an example of that, though some people will disagree. That's Rinko, so you get a better idea, supposedly, of the trend. And then we have point and figure. I think we're all familiar with point and figure charts. And finally, line break, one of my favorite charts. A 3-line price break chart. And with everything in Ninja, you can always get custom versions of chart types. I've actually created a few myself, such as a line break variant that would make it smoother and make the moving average happen sooner when it crossed over. A lot of things are possible with NinjaTrader because of the freedom it affords you. So this has been the different chart types, just a quick overview. If you want to go back and look at the drawing tools, or if you want to go back and see the charting overview itself, or maybe you want to see just the indicators, click one of these three buttons. Otherwise, click this button to go all the way back to the start and learn about different features that NinjaTrader offers.